Just like that, Tuesday is upon us and we are back. Good to see everybody. How have you been? How's your mom and them, as we say in the South? How you doing? Good to see you, everybody. I'm Keith, Professor Keith, Carolina Keith, Keith the Simp, whatever you want to call me. I'm cool with it. Glad to be back. Feeling a little bit better than I did last week. No more hacking and coughing, just a little fatigue. It'll be all right. It'll be all right, won't it? It'll be fine. Hopefully, we're going to talk about some stuff tonight that'll give everybody a little bit of perspective on what exactly is going on in the real world, what exactly is happening in the crypto world, and how we can benefit a little bit more from it than the day before. If you haven't done so, go hit like. It's free. Free dollars. If you haven't done also, take the link, shoot it on Twitter, share it around the Twitter sphere. The more people who watch, the more people we can help. We're going to talk a little bit about CME GAPS tonight. As we talk about CME GAPS, we'll try to break down what's happening and what's likely to happen. We go through Bitcoin and Ethereum on that, and whatever other info we can get into as well in the next half hour. So on Tuesdays, we do half hour. Tomorrow, that's Wednesday, we'll do another half an hour. And then Thursday will be a solid hour. Wednesdays are in the daytime, though, 2 p.m. Eastern, where Tuesdays and Thursdays are 11 p.m. Eastern. Yes, we started doing Crypto After Dark 3 years ago. Okay, 3 years ago. It hasn't changed. We probably may change one day the times. We haven't done so yet, though. There's not a lot of people out, and there's not a lot of people up this late. Okay, and I get that, so we don't get as many people watching. Par for the course. Par for the course. I don't get upset about it. We were talking about this with the admins the other day. There was a time we only had 5, 6 people watching, 7 people watching, and we still did our thing, and we still moved along and progressed. All right? We're not going to stop doing that today just because we have less viewers. I don't care. Okay? If we can help one person, it's all that really matters. All right? If we can help one person do a little bit better than they did the day before, then I think we did the right thing. Now, let's go say hey to everyone, and then we'll jump into the charts. Why don't we? Okay, and we shall. What's up, Drizzy? Good to see you, brother. Educated dummy. What's up, my friend? Frog with a hat. Ever forward. Good to see you. He said, well, well, well. What's up, Jeremy? Good to see you. U-Boat. What's up, my friend? Tom Pazadierka. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Mateo. What's up, Mateo? Nate S. What's up, my G? Crypto Joe 77 says, sup. Sup, bro. Terry Brennan. What's up, dude? David Shirley. Brother Beal. What's up, Brother Bill? Good to see you. Jeremy Monroe. Bueno Hermano Guermelo. I can't even fucking say what he said. I have no idea what he's talking about. Good to see you, Jeremy Monroe. He's not even drunk yet. Unias Samuelis. Morning from Lithuania. What's up, dude? Lithuania, bro. Round of applause. Lithuania. What's up, Europe? Represent. That's awesome, dude. I can't believe someone from Lithuania is literally sitting across the stream talking to me. That's crazy to me. Jerome Ashton, what's up? Good to see you, brother. Dr. Change. That's a cool last name, by the way. What's up, dude? Good to see you. Gandalf the Grey. Good to see you, my man. Smash those likes, guys. Jeremy says, that's an awful corny way of saying it, bro. That's my cousin, by the way, Jeremy. Scott Hoyleman, what's up, dude? Yo, yo, yo. Hit me with the piece. So, let's jump into some of these charts. Let's start with Ethereum. Jehovah's Thickness, by the way. He popped in there. I got to say his name every time because it's an awesome name. He says, just got my liver node ready for this passive drunkenness. Dude, have you heard of liver nodes? Don't go. It's a joke. Don't go buying that. Early birds get the worm. Smart people stay up late and watch Keith. Blow. What's up, dude? That's what's up. All right. So, to the Ethereum chart. I titled the chart Gaps Everywhere. That's because there are gaps everywhere on this Ethereum chart. Let's go over the upper gap that just formed on Saturday and Sunday on that Monday opening that we had just a couple days ago. It's actually a Sunday evening opening, but let's see what I'm talking about here. Let's zoom on in here to where it happened. This was August 19th. This was August 22nd. That means 20th and 21st aren't on there, are they? That's right. That's Saturday and Sunday. Monday opens. There's a gap in the chart where candles aren't touching each other. Go back and look at history of candles. They almost always touch each other. And when they don't, the wicks do. If they don't, there's a gap in the chart. There's only a certain few charts who are traded on the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, which is what CME stands for, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. Bitcoin and Ethereum are those two cryptos that are on there. They both get gaps because of that. Every other crypto does not have gaps. Okay? Real simple. If it's not Bitcoin or Ethereum, there are no gaps. What you're seeing is the difference in one exchange to the next. You're seeing arbitrage. You are not seeing a real gap because something closed and opened. Exchanges go down, maintenance happens, balances get changed, wallets move money. That's not a gap. That's nothing more than the difference in an exchange from one to the other. The CME market is the place for public futures. Okay? That is the place. Bitcoin and Ethereum are the only two. Please understand that. Now, 83 or so % of the time, the gaps close. What does that mean? When I say gaps close, I mean those wicks on those candles will come back and touch each other in such a way. As you see here, there was a gap from this wick down to this candle. The green candle the very next day, which was yesterday, let's just draw a little line right here. From this wick to this one. That was where the gap existed. Hey, guess what? This candle went up and bumped it perfectly. No bueno, folks. The gap has closed and price action can continue to go down. Boy, that sounds bad, doesn't it? So I've got this drawn out in such a way. I've got a moving average extension on there. That's the dotted lines that you see right there. We can put the regular moving averages up, and you can see that the 50-day moving average is floating down here with the 50 fib. Hey, guess what? That's what we call foreshadowing. It's highly likely that this price comes down to this 50-day moving average and hits it. There's also a CME gap way down here. What do I mean? Well, there we go again. Let's actually tighten that up a bit. There you go. From this wick to this wick, that was a Friday the 15th and a Monday the 18th. 2 days are missing. That price action within those 2 days is missing. I don't like to see these gaps form on uptrends, little mini uptrend we had right here. I don't like to see that because when that happens, price is going to likely come back down and close that gap. In that time period, that's going to suck. Price is going to come back down and make you think, oh no, here comes dun dun dun, the dump. Something you'll never hear me say on this channel much is the word pump or the word dump. Those are emotional trigger words to get you people to buy or sell. I try never to use emotional trigger words on here because it makes me look like I'm trying to tell you what to do. I don't tell people what to do. I only read the chart. It's highly likely that this CME gap closes. If you go back in history and do a little work on the CME chart or Ethereum in general, you'll notice that this chart's a little bit more behaved to the golden pocket area or 618 to 71 fibs. These 3 fibs right here in this little area. The golden pocket is fairly well behaved in these areas. Okay? The golden pocket. That is the golden pocket. Ethereum and Bitcoin are fairly well behaved. Now, is it likely that it comes down here? I would say the odds are better than average, like Crocodile Dundee, better than average, right? It's almost certainty that this thing comes down and hits 1547 again, and it's also almost a certainty that it comes back down here to 1400-ish flat. Okay, well, that's right about where the 50-day moving average is. You failed the 821 EMA. You're about to get an 821 EMA downward cross. If you pull a trend line here, you'll notice that the trend line also is getting tested on the bottom. That's bearish, folks. This is likely to come down and catch this CME gap. And from there, we can talk about a bounce. If you'll look back here for a moment, you can see that, remove these fibs off because we already see them. You can see that this trend line from back here at this bear flag that formed, Kind of shows it cutting down right through here where it broke through, and it never really retested it. Okay, a retest makes sense. Plus, you have support down here. Down here is the next support zone, right there in that golden pocket area with the CME gap just above it right there. The CME gaps are precursors to price action. It's highly likely that it comes back down and closes it. Now, obviously, you saw that there was a gap right here as well. And it didn't just stop at this gap. It actually went past it and closed it. It's likely something like that happens again. I'd prefer if this thing stayed above this trend line. There are no guarantees here. That's likely, but that's not 100% probability. Nothing in technical analysis is 100% probability. We're not aiming for 100% here. Okay? We're just trying to get 10 feet from the dartboard, throw our darts, and make better contact than everyone else. Simple as that. If this thing can pull itself out of the gutter, close this gap and move back up, where's it heading to? Well, that's what our big time frame Fibonacci retracement is for. We'll start at the top here, work our way to the bottom. Move that up there. There we go. All right. We never quite made it through this second range from 382 to 50. It didn't make it and it rolled back over. I bet you if you look at the weekly chart. Yep. You never got a break and hold in this range here from 382 to 50. You never got that break and hold. In fact, what you got was a shot up there and a pull right back down. So, again, 1453 to 1400 is highly likely. All right. That would get near the gap, but it would also hold in this range from 382 fib to 236 fib where we are now. Once this range breaks, then we can take a shot up here at this 50 fib, but gosh, that's way up there. Okay. That gap probably needs to close first. And as you can see, this is a weekly chart. It's going to take inherently, if it's a weekly chart, it's going to take what? Weeks to improve. I just said it's going to take weeks to improve. If you don't understand what I'm saying, relax. Relax. Okay? Have a beer, kick back, and just watch if you're unsure. There is nothing wrong with sitting on your hands right now and de-risking and just watching. No one said that you had to buy. You don't. You don't have to take unnecessary risks. They're not needed. It's stressful. You don't need that stress on you. No one does. And if it's too much, you can't deal with it, and you're having a hard time with it, walk away. No big deal. No harm, no foul. I'm sorry, folks, but this stuff isn't going anywhere anytime soon. The next halvening is a year and some change away. It ain't gonna happen tomorrow. So, relax. I hate seeing people stress out over this stuff when it's not necessary. There's my Ethereum look. Gonna take weeks. Real quick, let's go over here and see what people said. Let's see. Jeremy Monroe says, educated dummy. What's up, my guy? Papa Nick says, evening assassins. Nick has a hard time with time frames, right? He says, good morning at like 1:30 in the afternoon and shit. And he'll say, good evening assassins. It's damn near midnight, homie. It's almost morning. I love Nick. Isham, what's up, my guy? Good to see you, brother. Brother Bill, like two fine hams. Martini Times, what's up, y'all? What did I miss? I just went over Ethereum and said basically that the world is going to come to an end. Tomorrow's going to be an informative stream, by the way. I'm going to talk to admins about it tonight, but I found out some really pertinent information about manufacturing and stuff, which kind of tripped me out. Found some more information out about China. Been digging in pretty hard on that. Some crazy shit going on over there, dude. And I'm going to add all that up and put that on the stream tomorrow, I think. We'll talk about it then, but either way, let's go to Bitcoin here and have a look at Bitcoin's chart. 46 people watching, 33 likes. Y'all go hit like, man. 46 and 46 would be great. Why not? It's free. Go hit the share button right here. Here's the link. I'll copy it and I'll paste it right there for everybody to see. Bam. Spread it around the old YouTube there. We got another 13 minutes here. We'll talk it up while we're doing it, and we'll go over this Bitcoin chart. Now, As you see, this has also got CME gaps on it. 2 gaps, as a matter of fact, that are above the price. Is it likely that these gaps close? Yes. How long will it take? The wonderful question of how long it will take. That's an unheard of answer. We don't know yet. We've seen gaps take extremely long times to fill. What am I speaking of? Well, let's have a look back at Bitcoin's old CME gap that it had from way back in the day. We had a CME gap. Dude, this is a long time ago. All the way back on August 9th, 2019. You had a CME gap right here. See that? That gap never got closed. It took until, let's pull this bitch all the way to where it came from. My goodness. It took the better part of a year. It's August 7th, 19, right? August 9th, 19. It took a solid year for that CME gap to close. Look at that shit, dude. A year. Furthermore, look right here. Another CME gap. This one all the way down here, 9,700. The argument is, did this wick close it or not? You'll hear people argue that it didn't. And if that's the case, this goes all the way back to July 2020. Man, if this thing doesn't close, dude, the case for $10,000 Bitcoin starts to make sense, doesn't it? Because you have a CME gap way down here. Look where the price is now, and look where that CME gap is, way down there. Now, the argument can be made that it's not even real, and it's already closed. And I understand that argument. You have a fair argument. There's no arguing this one. We definitely have one at 18,000, don't we? There's another one there. Oh, my God. Look at that. Look at that gap right there. Goodness. Go all the way back over. Hey, look. It appears as though we closed it perfectly right on this downfall and started bouncing up. Excellent. Are there more gaps up top? Yes, there are. There's one all the way back from May 6th. There's one all the way back in June 10th. They haven't closed. Again, it may take the better part of a year or more to make these close. We have seen the precedent before. We had an upward channel right here at the bottom. This is called a bear flag. Why? Because the bears are taking profits, just waiting on you suckers to fall for the trap. And that's exactly what happened. I am DCAing here. I'm loading up here, loading my bags. Here's me driving a tractor full of bags. Look at my bags I bought. Yeah, bears like to take profits too. And when bears take profits, the chart go up a little bit till they're done taking profits and they're ready to get some more money back in. And that's exactly what you see happen here. The bears overwhelmed the bulls. Downtrend continued, broke the downward channel here, and have done nothing but slip and fall since. How far back is this going to go? Well, likely stopping points first. We've already hit the bottom of the 50 fib. This looks like it's going down more to me, folks. Where to? We're stuck between the 50 fib and the 618. I think a likely range is around 19,000. 20,000 should play hardball for a bit. It's not going to fall through that easy. So I expect this thing to kind of fall back toward 20,000. If that's the case and it wants to fall farther than that, man, it's going to get messy. I really don't want to see it fall that far. There is some support back here, but the support's kind of thin until around 10,000. If it can't hold the level of 20,000, it's going to get slippery. 16,000 becomes a really solid target. I like that target better than I like 10,000, but there's not a ton of support there. Then you're talking 14,000. Then you're talking 12,000. That looks really bad. Until I see some improvement in price, until I see the moving averages keep up, where they keep failing. It's under every moving average right here. That's not good, folks. You've got nothing of, oh my God, I've got to buy this right now about it. I've been warning about this for quite a while. I told you, buying this is at best a risky proposition. So don't put too much in. Don't go all out here and go balls deep and think you're going to hit some kind of mega home run. Yes, you're buying at a better price than 60,000. Is it still the best time to buy? No. Relax. You don't have to do anything. Sitting on your hands and waiting is okay. So do it. I'm doing it. I'm not going to tell you to buy or sell. I'm going to tell you sometimes it's the best thing to do nothing. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm fully in stable coins. I made some. I lost some. Pretty much came flat. I might have made 100 or 200 bucks max. Okay, chill. Now it's time to sit back and watch. No reason to panic. I say this all the time to people, and I don't think it clicks with them. It's important just to watch and relax and reflect a little bit. I put this on Twitter. For everyone to understand. Take time to relax and reflect. I learned this back in 2009. 2009, yeah. I was working at a house. This guy had a mural painted on his room, right? It's a really cool office/entertainment room. And it said, take time to relax and reflect. And it was a hand holding a cigar. And the cigar had smoke coming off of it. And in the smoke, it said, take time to relax and reflect. I was like, damn, that's really cool looking. And the idea was, that's where he comes up there to relax and reflect. I'm going to come up here and chill. I'm going to have a cigar and I'm going to think about it. He said, I do this every night. Come up here, chill, think things out. Take time to relax and not worry about things for a moment. We can go back downstairs and stress out in a minute. But right now, I'm up here in my room, in my office, chilling. I'll go back down there and deal with that stress in a minute. And that's resonated with me ever since then. It was a very important thing for me to learn just by seeing a mural painted on someone's wall. It was really cool and it stuck with me. So I want to spread that message to you guys. Take time to relax and reflect. Do you have to be doing this? Is it necessary? Sit back and really think about it for a moment. And if that's the case, maybe now's the best time to learn how to chart rather than pound it. I got to buy, I got to watch what Keith's doing. Keith's doing it, I got to do it. No, it's not the case. Chill out. All right, I got some questions real quick. A good morning in any case. I don't see a good afternoon, good evening, and good night. That's pretty good, Nick. I know who you're talking about. Miner Mike, hey Keith, quick question. What platforms do you like to trade on? I use KuCoin particularly because they have a ton of assets available. I also have MXC available. MXC was, they had a thing going on in another Discord group. And in that Discord group, I got in on it. So I got a good deal on it. So I use MXC. I haven't used it much, but I do have some money over there. BB says, what are your thoughts on Elliott wave theory? What would be cool to hear your thoughts on different TA techniques? So Elliott wave theory, I completely disregard most of the time. Why is that? Because Elliott waves are essentially made to always be right. Every time an Elliott wave person is wrong, they just redraw and say, "Oh, well, here's what I actually did, and this is why I did it." Wrong. That's hindsight analysis, and I really don't like doing hindsight analysis. I like to do what I see, call out what I see, and tell you what I would do if it was my money. All right. I don't like to say, people say, yes, this is just wave C of phase 4 of. You are guessing so hard. How about we just call it either a buy or a sell and wait on it? And if it's not, we don't do anything. All right. I don't need Elliott wave analysis to tell me what I already know. It's not good enough. I'm not saying it doesn't work. What I'm saying is there's easier, more efficient ways to do it. I've had multiple people tell me that I'm wrong for not using Elliott waves. I'll say this. If that's the case, how was I able to do what I did? How was it possible? How was I able to do what I did with what I had if I had to be doing Elliott waves? That's not the truth. I've studied Elliott waves pretty hard. I've tried multiple times to find a way to make them work and be accurate without having to guess. There's no guessing needed the way I do it. All right. Multiple TA techniques. Someone else said, I'd like to see multiple TA techniques. I use a lot of different things. I like the Ichimoku cloud. We can do that on next stream if you'd like. I'll go onto the Ichimoku cloud some more every once in a while. I switch over to the cloud just to give you a different example and understanding that, you know, there's a different way of doing things. Bitcoin CME chart straight up failed the Ichimoku cloud. It is 0 out of 4 check marks right now. Lag line under the candles. I'm sorry, you have 1 out of 4. Conversion line is over baseline, barely, but it won't be after today. Red cloud and price under cloud. 4 out of 4 red check marks. That's a no bueno. Ethereum, a bit better, but still not great. Lag line still over the candles. That's good. Conversion is still over base. That's good, but you're stuck in the cloud, so that's bad. And you have a green cloud. That's good. You have 3 out of 4 here. You really need this price to get over the cloud here for Ethereum. Is that going to happen? Maybe. The bottom of the cloud lines up with that CME gap. Okay, so be careful. There's a probability that this thing comes down and tests the CME gap. It's just a probability that it's good. I mean, it's there. Are we always going to keep dropping forever on Ethereum? No, I do think there's precedent for it to go back up and close the CME gap that it has way up here, all the way at 2,600. So that tells you at some point it's going to rebound. So relax, right? Is it necessary to hurry up and get it right now? No, that's not. Even the cloud is telling you it's not ready yet. It's close, but not ready yet. I'll do a lot of different TA techniques. That's kind of why I just keep it basic on here, because let's be honest, most people can't read a chart at all. And if that's the case, I want to appeal to those people who can barely do it. Because if I can appeal to the people who can barely do it, and I can put the seed in their mind to try this and to learn how to do it, then we can have a smarter space overall. That's the whole gist of why we get on here and do this, so that we can spread the good word of technical analysis and get more people to make better decisions. A more informed community makes more money for everyone. Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, Dreamer, I'm feeling better now. Thank you, sir. CHZ, Morge, we'll get to CHZ tomorrow. I'm not going to have time to do it tonight. Do you reckon there could be a short squeeze around this current price point? No, not yet. Not yet. I don't think so. I think everything has got some more down left in it. The amount is up to you to decide, but I don't think it's ready to rock yet. And for that to happen, it needs to be a buy signal. I don't see any of those anywhere. What are your thoughts on the hash ribbon? You know, interestingly enough, I've seen a lot of people posting about that. I've looked up on it a little bit, and I did a little studying on it. I don't hate it. Avatar was talking about it to me, and he's my dude. So I was listening to him talk about it. He was showing me historic trends. I want to do some more digging in it. I don't like it when everybody jumps on one train. It's kind of like fake nodes. But we can talk about it eventually. Yeah, I want to analyze it some more first and get solid data. What are your thoughts on it? Never smoked it, Nick said. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, I'll be honest. I do have time to do CHZ. Let's jump into it real quick. We got 1 minute left. All right, so Chiliz is 4 out of 4 on the cloud, and this is one of the better performing assets that we've seen. The cloud, I don't need to say anything other than it looks good. Moving averages all cleared. Man, this thing broke out and took off. Let's look at RSI. RSI is screaming overbought, but still going. MACD still pointing up. I do think eventually this thing's going to have to stop. It's over every pivot point. My goodness. What about the weekly? Okay. Yeah, weekly's at a bit of a pinch point right here. You got the 50 and the 100 is trying to break together. I don't think that holds up. I think it will retrace back to that point eventually. Pivots. The pivot point is way up here at 0.42 cents. I see a top end here of 32 cents and a downside of 22 cents. So I believe it's probably going to range out short term. If it does that, prepare, because it may fade back to where these moving averages are pointing towards. This is a better looking chart than most, though, honestly, especially on the daily. It really, really performed well. Broke the 200, broke the 100, all this stuff that Bitcoin and Ethereum did not do. Chiliz here did do, which is pretty awesome. Could September be a bullish month before a further drop? Historically speaking, BB, September has been bad or sideways for crypto over the years. So I don't expect that to change. But that's 30 minutes. We'll be back tomorrow on the European stream, 2 p.m. I'm going to try to have a Zoom after the European stream for everyone over on the Discord group. You heard me, folks. After the European stream, I'm going to try to have a Zoom call for everyone over in the Discord. You can jump in if you're part of the team. You're part of it. You can come over there and hang out with us. I'll have the link posted up for you. Till tomorrow, thank you all for coming. I appreciate every single person that came on here. We had 59 people at one point. That's awesome for a Tuesday night at almost midnight. Thank you all. I'll leave you with the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I appreciate that. We'll see y'all on the next stream. Y'all be good. Peace.